Who in your mind would Jeanty have to hurdle to get to that Heisman platform in December?
Yeah, he has to hurdle the quarterbacks. The Heisman has been a quarterback award in the past. So a Cam Ward, a Dylan Gabriel, a Curtis Rourke. And then he has to hurdle Travis Hunter from Colorado. We just talked about them. When it comes to those quarterbacks, I think it's easier for them because I don't think Cam Ward has done anything particularly spectacular. I don't think Dylan Gabriel has done anything particularly spectacular. But when you talk about spectacular and outstanding, the definition of the Heisman Award, Travis Hunter is that guy. He plays offense. He plays defense. He has 60 catches, 757 yards, and 8 touchdowns. And he's on pace to have 100 catches, 1,000 yards, and double-digit touchdowns offensively. Now, defensively on the other side, he has been shutting people down, but he only has 2 interceptions, so he has to get more interceptions. But he'll be the biggest threat to Ashton Jeanty winning the Heisman. And then Curtis Rourke from Indiana. Now, his numbers might not line up with the other quarterbacks. He also has to get healthy. However, he has the chance for the best Heisman moments. He plays Ohio State on the road. If he wins that game, then that is the biggest moment I think any Heisman contender can have this year. And then if he goes on to have Indiana undefeated, have Indiana in the Big Ten championship, and win the Big Ten championship in the final week, and he can impress these voters, I think he could win the award. So those are his biggest hurdles.
Time for their closing arguments, and it is getting late in the season, which means the list of contenders for the 12-team playoff is shrinking. Who are your dark horses, teams on the fringe right now who have a legitimate chance to get there?
Yeah, dark horses, I have a Clemson team. Now, even though they're ranked number 11, a lot of people have slept on Clemson since they lost to Georgia. You also have a Washington State team. Washington State, they're 7-1, but they don't play in a conference, so they won't have a conference championship. And then you have an Ole Miss team who has a Georgia game. That's a big game for them. Last but not least, I like the SEC team's LSU. That's one of my dark horses. They're only ranked outside of the top 15, but they have the best quarterback, I think, in Garrett Nussmeier in the SEC. They have a great game against Alabama coming. If they can win against Alabama at home, they have a great shot to make the SEC championship. And lastly, you have a team like Tulane. They're not ranked, but they have a great shot to make it as well. Tulane, they play in Navy. They can win that game, clinch a spot in the American. Tulane also can win the American, and then if Boise State loses, they'll have the head-to-head over a potential Sun Belt champ in the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. So Tulane could get that 12th seed.
All right, finally, we have about 30 seconds left for your contenders to win it all at this point.
Yeah, my contenders, Oregon, Miami, and Georgia. All 3 of them could run the table down the stretch. Georgia's the biggest question mark there because Georgia has Ole Miss and Tennessee on the schedule. But if Georgia wins out, they'll be the best team in the country based off of their resume.
Stan Becton with us from NCAA.com. Thanks as always.
Thank you.